So when it happens, and it will happen when this disaster occurs, have you developed meaningful relationships with specialists that you can trust, that are not in another state? And honestly, there's no reason for that.
No.
You should, and so how do you do that? That actually now becomes a valid question. If I get a phone call from someone, I don't care if it's a general dentist or a prosthodontist or whoever it is, and they want my help, I'm inclined to help someone. But if someone phones me who I have a meaningful relationship with, and this is going to sound very selfish, but who also refers normal patients to me, I will trip over my feet to help you. I will run to the telephone to take your phone call. But just to be really frank about it, if I get a phone call and it's just someone that I've never heard of and they've got this awful complication and they need help, I'm probably not going to trip over my feet. And that sounds so selfish because the pushback that I'm going to get is, yeah, but you're an oral and maxillofacial surgeon. You're obligated to help me. I'm not obligated to help you. Just like you, and just like any other practitioner that practices anything, I get to choose my cases as well. I get to choose them. And perhaps before we choose to embark on a case that perhaps is outside of our skill set, we should think about that.
Well, and David, you're right. We're going to touch on complications that happen for you guys as well. I mean, you guys are not immune to it. We're going to touch on that really soon. But look, the reality is, I think you said something, David, that really is true, is that generally speaking, it's more of a general practice problem than it is a specialty problem, meaning that you guys have a better understanding, skill set, training. And you're right, David, I've met a lot of amazing general dentists that, quite frankly, are better than specialists placing implants. But the question here is complications, right? Complications is the question, and how do we deal with complications? I think a lot of it is based on just being a bit naive about the implant game and the potential risks and benefits. There's so much here to dissect, but I'm just curious, and I look at my 25 years, and there's been moments that that was an oopsie. I think, I don't know if you guys see that.
Shaking out my boots.
I'm starting to talk about, I was going to talk about your modeling career, man, but
it's okay.
I mean,
you can say you like titties.
Actually, I like the bald head, man. That's what
there you go. Bald guys with titties.
No, but going back to what we're talking about, I'm really intrigued by this notion of what's happening in the implant game. Now, we showed this clip that you put on Instagram, and we can expand into more complicated cases where it gets into all-on-X and pterygoids and zygotes. We're going to have more conversations about those as well.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with a doctor today that basically said, look, I'm a fan of the profession and doctors, financial prosperity, but there's a lot of malpractice out there right now and a lot of messes out there right now